There's one more thing about this leadership thing, and then I'm ready to take you to another look at a leader. And that is that, number 3, you need to start leading. You just need to start leading. People all the time, they say, well, John, how can I learn how to be a better leader? And it's very simple. You never learn to lead just by learning. You learn to lead by doing. In other words, you've got to practice. You've got to practice leading. You've got to get a group of people and practice leading. And sometimes that gets a little tough. And there are 4 levels that will help you understand this maybe a little bit better. Number 1 is leadership that interests people. And that's the person who says, I know where I'm going. There's something interesting about a person who knows where they're going. I mean, you just kind of look at them and say, they've got a goal. They maybe have a purpose in life. So that's the interest level. Secondly, there's leadership that impresses people. And that's the leader who looks at you and he says, you know what, I not only know where I'm going, but I've been there. And we say, oh, you've been there. Tell us about, you've been to the top of the mountain. Tell us about it a little bit. Okay, there's a little bit more of an impression there. The third level of leadership is leadership that influences people. And this person that influences others, they not only have been there, but they've taken you with them. And so you're coming back and saying, man, I'm telling you, we have taken an incredible journey together. But the level that I want to teach and help you to learn to lead is on level number 4, and that's the level that impacts people. Because really what I'm wanting to see is not only you to learn how to take people to the mountain. My goal is for you not only to be able to go out and find people and influence people and take them to the top with you, but you know that you have become an excellent leader when you've taught people to go find people and lead them. In other words, we want to encourage you, we want to teach you how to multiply yourself. Because if I'm the only one doing the leading in the organization, in this auditorium, if I'm the only one leading, it's going to take me a lot of time to come down and get one of you, and then take you back to the top, and then come back down and get one of you, and take you back to the top. It's not going to work that way. It's kind of like the guy in the circus that you've seen him before with the plates on the end of the stick. Have you ever seen this where he gets the plates and he starts spinning? What he does, he moves that stick and he gets those plates spinning, and he gets that plate spinning real fast. He puts it in the hole and he gets to the next one and he gets that plate spinning, he puts it in the hole and he does that one, and he goes all the way down and he gets clear down the other end. Now he's got 10 plates spinning. It's wonderful. But by the time he gets down here, the plate on the far end is just about to fall off, and he goes back over there and he gets that one going and that one going and that one going. He just moves back and forth. And after a while you say, that could wear you out. And a lot of leaders, their tongue is dragging. Why? Very simple. Because they've never taught anyone else to spin the plates. And the only thing that gets done is what they touch and what they lead. But when I think of a leader, what do leaders do? They lead. The letter E in the word leader, though, gives me another picture of a leader. Because when I think of a leader, I think of the word equipper. Leaders equip and train people. And one of my favorite equipping quotes is the one by Harvey Firestone, who said, "It is only as we develop others that we permanently succeed." So let me give you the game plan if you want to be a leader that equips people. Number 1, develop self. The first person that you learn to work with is not someone else, but you learn to work with yourself. Does that make sense? So you begin to grow and develop yourself. Number 2, lead self. You not only develop yourself, but you got to learn to lead yourself. And let me just flat out stop here for a moment and think of it this way. If you wouldn't follow yourself, why should anyone else? And yet I know all kind of people who have never developed themselves, never led themselves, but you know what they want to do? They want to lead everybody else. So you develop yourself, you lead yourself, then thirdly, you develop others. Now you have the right, because you have disciplined and developed yourself, to develop others. And number 4, you lead others. But that's not the end of how an equipper thinks. Number 5, you lead others to develop others. And number 6, you lead others to lead others. That's when leadership begins to be effective. That's when leadership begins to multiply. When you begin to lead others to lead others.